Hey, fifth grade, today for our poetry lesson, we're going to be focusing right here where it says T1013 Poetry Analysis 6 minutes 20. We're going to go ahead and click on that. And then we're going to say View Assignment. And then that brings us to our work and the assignment instructions. So I'm going to go ahead and read the instructions first, and then we'll get to the work. In today's poems, two seventh grade boys take us along with them as they push themselves to the limit and craft poems that mimic their physical exertions. Okay, so today's poetry is actually two poems. I'm going to read 6 minutes 26 seconds first. It's about a race. This person is running. And then I'll read Speed, and that's about a bike jumper. So like a BMX bike jumper. That's what that poem is about. Like actually doing the act of riding the bike and gaining speed and then jumping into the air. So follow along with me as I read 6 minutes 26 seconds first, and then I'll read Speed. 6 minutes 26 seconds. Throat scorched. Chest burning, fast jogging. Keep up, 200 meters behind. Breath fast, breath shallow. I'm short distance. Thought I was on a roll. Beat my time in hurdles. Beat my height in high jump. Last lap. Breath fire. Finish hard. Last to cross. But get my time, win. And now I'll read Speed. I'll just scroll down as I read. Speed, 0 miles per hour. I mount my bike. Both feet hit the pedals at once as I launch myself forward and shoot down the steep hill. 5 miles per hour. Lean forward, pedal harder. 15 miles per hour. Wind hits my face and my eyes blur. 25 miles per hour. Then 30. I hit the first jump. My wheels leave the ground behind as I fly through the air for 2 seconds before I am jolted by a rough landing back to earth. The excitement ends when I stand on the brakes and skid to a stop. Please go back into one of these poems. And what I want you to comment on and to select with your mouse is, what did the poet do? So you're either going into 6 minutes 26 seconds or you're going into Speed. What did the poet do to make us feel like we were running the race with them or riding the bike with them? So I want you to highlight or select with your mouse the words or the phrases in the poem. Then I want you to either use this button over here or this button up here to add a comment on what that does for the piece that lets you feel like you're right there with the poet. Because what they are doing is actually creating movement. We're feeling that. So go ahead, and so like if I were analyzing Speed, the fact that he includes the speeds in the poem itself, it shows where he starts and how he picks up speed and then how he stops. So it shows speed from start to finish. And I think that's important if we're going to be along this journey with him in the actual bike jump. So I'm going to type that here. Okay, so I typed, by including speeds for the reader, it allows them to be with a bike rider from start to finish. They get to experience picking up speed, jumping, and then coming to a stop at the end. Okay, if I were going back into 6 minutes, 26 seconds, I would probably comment on these lines here, and I might say something about how I have run a long race before and I have experienced this. So by including these descriptive phrases, it allows the reader to be able to connect with what the runner is feeling. So I'm going to type that here. So I typed, these short descriptions allow the reader to connect with what the runner is experiencing. I'm going to go ahead and click the comment button. I'm not going to do any more for you because I want you to try it on your own. I want to see what you can analyze for and what you notice. I just gave you one example from each poem. Please know that the assignment asks you to go into one poem, and I'm expecting to see multiple examples of what the poet did that created movement and allowed us to be with them as they were either running the race or jumping the bike. So I'm looking for more than one example, guys, probably 2 or 3, because that's how I know if you are able to analyze for what I'm asking you. Then we're going to jump back here to wrap up the lesson. As you continue to write free-verse poems, this is something you could try as a poet. An interior monologue about what it feels like when you jog, dance, come up to bat, make a layup, intercept a pass, dribble the soccer ball down the field, you name it. Put your reader inside your mind and body in the moment. I love you guys and miss you. Please let me know if you have any questions or you need help with anything. Have a good day.